nothing super special but special to me. These are all drawings that I did myself back when I was in 8th grade. And then this is something that I've had since I was a kid, and I've just always hung it up somewhere. Hanging on my trusty 16th note over here, I keep my keys, so very easy to grab quickly when running out the door. The above is mostly storage. These are my old figure skates from when I was a kid. These are my roller skates. This is an extra purse that I keep. And then I got some shoes up here, just some summery sandals, some nice Ross shoes that look really cool from over here, and just some bags and extra boxes, storage stuff up here. Also my water bottle and some masks from the pandemic. This row of clothes is pretty neat. Down here I have my dresses, nicer dresses to wear, and then this gets right into my classroom teaching clothes, so more fancier things, and then everything down here as a mix of long sleeve, short sleeve, nicer to just comfortable, and then I got some sweatshirts and jackets in the back. I'm gonna call this clothes roulette, an example of what Emily wears. I've not worn this in a very long time, but as a music teacher in March, I'm sure this will come out. Then below is, of course, the laundry basket. This is my skate case with my skates and all my coaching stuff. I have clothes for tomorrow when I coach. This is my backpack that I take with me to teach my music lessons. This is just a gift for a friend's birthday coming up. I have it just sitting in my closet because that's the best place for me to put it right now. And then these are all different kinds of pants, comfy pants, skating, coaching pants, through teaching, black slacks, and then just like fun things like jeans and leggings. Next on the list, you get to meet Fluffy, my betta fish. I swear he is like the friendliest betta fish in the world. Of course, right now he kind of looks like he doesn't very much like me, but I give him a little bit of decor over here with some fake roses and this graduation card that I got because I am a recent college graduate, with this cello statue standing in the background and this little butterfly image. Down here is a lot, but not all, of my sheet music. Down here, I keep music for gigs. Over here, these are teaching materials for private and classroom students. Up here is a mix of viola, cello, flute, and clarinet music. And then I have violin, etudes, and caprices, and then violin solo repertoire. I am guilty of the chord box. These are a bunch of chords, but they are actually pretty organized, and they're in a very beautiful box that I got for free that looks awesome. Over here is conveniently a location for charging various things. So I just keep some fun stuff kind of in here. There's a mix of things with like things I can use for to-do lists to jot things down, cards, thank you cards, congratulation cards that I can use for teachers and students, something I use for filming, performances, and then this is a lot of Teddy stuff. You have not met Teddy yet, just wait. This little area is probably one of my favorites. This is my alarm clock from as long as I can remember as a child. It's lived a long life. Up here is Teddy. He has a little cello bridge decoration. This was a cello bridge I used for a very long time, and finally it has become a decoration because it's no longer useful. Here's a little teaching decoration. I like their red accent. And then just a group of fake flowers with some memories of balloons. This book is an amazing book, but it is up here because during the night, Teddy will climb on his house, inside his house, and try to lift the top of the tank off. This prevents him from doing so. I'm very specific with my wall decor. I don't hang up a bunch of stuff, but I love this. Butterflies are super symbolic to me, and I love just the various kind of butterflies hanging on the wall and the way that the poster is. Shelf one up here has a lot of these things. I don't even know what they're called, but I've gotten them for all of these ages. And then the top shelf way up here has just some fun stuff, but then over here is a lot of teaching stuff and teaching memories, and my student jar with my beads and some very nostalgic things. Come over here to see my yoga mat, and then my chair for when I have any friends over, and then they can chill with some stuffed animals. My violin is here right now because I do a lot of online teaching, so I usually just set my violin in this corner then as I'm teaching back and forth, and it's also just convenient for when I practice. This desk is from Amazon. Very cheap and simple, but does the job. I love this desk. Here I have just a variety of books. I have some music books. This is a gift from my goddaughter in the future. Hopefully she does not see it. I doubt she's watching this video. She's not even one yet. And I have like my first aid book, my music theory book, bigger things like that. Down here, I just keep like extra books so I can like jot some things down in here, like composition stuff, things like that. Got some extra candles. This is a cat butt magnet, by the way. I feel like I have to say something about it. The heaviest drawer is the workout drawer. I keep my weights in here. Another famous Amazon find is the significantly large chair so you can cross your legs up here and sit comfortably while teaching. I do a lot of online music instruction, so it's super convenient. And then over here, I just keep a lot of simple stuff that I might need while teaching or just stuff easy to grab. I got my rosin in here, I got some gum, you know, my essential oils for my diffuser, which you'll see in a second. Extra paper. And this is the fun drawer. I keep I've always kept all my colored pencils and crayons and stuff from like school. So I have a bunch of this stuff in here. I think I still have oil pastels from like when I was 8 too. Here is one grouping of the many books that I have. Take a look at all of these book titles because all these books are super incredible. I got this fun jar, little pink car, and I keep some extra water bottles in here. I keep these right by my desk. This is for online teaching for my students that play viola and cello. And then this is for my online teaching for my students that play violin. I just keep some of the things that they might need right here so I can easily just grab it while I'm teaching. My piano, clarinet, flute, music theory students are in here, but the other students, all their stuff is downstairs because I teach in a different location for them. I keep pens, pencils, things I might need for teaching in here. This is mostly for like therapy, so I can, you know, hold and like play with things while I'm talking, or even just for like professional meetings and stuff. You could just kind of twiddle with something. Keep some tissues here. This is my planner. I love this so much. It's the most efficient thing ever. I could talk about that forever. Notepad, keeping track of different things from Zoom meetings. My laptop. This is Lindsay, my cactus. Had her for 2.5 years, I think now. And then this is Luke. Lindsay had a little scare, so I repotted her, but Luke has been thriving. A little thank you to the SSUP community. They're a sexual assault survivor support community, and they send out little things like this around Christmas time, which is super sweet. I have this little picture that matches the room and the vibe, and we're chilling with a flower candle right now. As I said, there are more books. There are always books. These are more of my favorite books. There's some books in here I actually have not read in this one, so I gotta go through and find some time to read whenever I get some time. Here's my little snack bin in case I get hungry, and then one of the coolest things is this diffuser that looks like a fire. No, it's not hot at all, and that's where I have some essential oils and stuff in there, but it's super. My college dorm mini fridge, making good use of this. I got some little magnets on here, a lot of cat butts, I know, where all of the magic happens. Music stand. I have left this untouched since my senior recital because go back onto my YouTube and see this video, all my senior recital stuff, and see the videos, the messages people left for me. It was a beautiful moment. This is very nice and fancy. It is from my great grandma. When she passed away, this is something she wanted me to have as her little jewelry thing. So I keep necklaces and various things in there. I also have this little star where I keep some of my favorite rings and earrings. Just got some basic perfumes. I keep vitamins and makeup. These are my brushes, and then here, put some of that basic stuff in here. These are flowers. I usually keep them, you know, thriving by the window, but I did a lot of online teaching today, so I have to move the flowers, so I'm able to teach. These are just some extra little things I keep up here on my mirror as I'm getting ready. Because my nightstand has been utilized and overtaken by Teddy, Mr. Theodore over there, I keep most of my basic stuff like some cleaning wipes and, you know, pens and pencils, things I might need over here. My nail polish. This is a little, oh, I should turn it on, a little light and alarm clock that I can turn on over here before I go to bed, and keep some water over here as well as my tissues and garbage. Before we go on, you got to see the inside because this is just so nicely organized and efficient. I love it. Well, let's be random. Pajamas, and let's go to this one. Mix of things, winter clothes, swimsuits, gloves for coaching, all that jazz. Since college, I live by this. So this just goes right on the side of your bed. This is a migraine cap that I have. And it's just so efficient. Extra flashlight in case the power goes out. I got extra headphones in here, got gum, some nausea medicine, my night guard, basic things like that, some medicine. There's a light blue theme of my room, as you can tell by the sheets. And then numerous stuffed animals that are my prized possessions overtaking the bed. The newest edition, which I was going to wait and put this up in my next feature place, but I didn't even want to wait because it's just so beautiful. It's like a 3D painting. The violins are coming out of it, and the blue just matches everything so wonderfully, so I thought this was a perfect place. Over here we come down to this full-length mirror and to my purse that I take with me pretty much everywhere that I go. Teddy has an extra home here. This was gifted to me for free by a friend, so occasionally I'll put him in this home so he can run around and have a different living space. The shoes, and then one of the coolest places over here, I keep two of my favorite quotes in the world. Let me tell you about them. Now probably nothing. 8 quotes by my favorite figure skater, Sasha Trusova, also known as Alexandra Trusova. When she was asked if, after she went through something really difficult, if anything else, like what could throw her off now, she said, now probably nothing. So when she went through that worst moment of her life, the way she looked at it was, you know what, nothing more can hurt me. And so I live by that. This one's a little bit lengthier, so I'll let you read it on your own, but it's not really about a treadmill. It's more so about grit and hard work versus intelligence and talent. My other music notes here are hanging the sparkly cap and some of these bracelets that I love. Finally, we make our way over here, and I got a nice comfortable green sweatshirt, and behind it is one of my coaching coats. Where the Ringside coach at, they give you jackets to coach in that is like specific to the rink, but another one I coach at doesn't, so I use this one to coach in, and I keep it right by the door when I need to rush out and grab my keys. That is pretty much it. I did this video several times for college when I had different dorms and student housing, student apartments, that sort of thing, but I've yet to do it here, and I just did a whole deep cleaning and organizational thing to make this place just the most efficient, while I'm going to be busy working a lot of different jobs this summer and big plans for the fall, so stay tuned for that. I hope that this was interesting and you can just get to know a little bit more about me. I feel like our living space can tell just a little bit about you, and I'm very proud of it.